Hello and welcome to Coding for Kids. I'm really excited to have you here, both parents and kids. This course is specially designed for children between the ages of 7 and 12. And the most important thing I want to say right at the beginning is this: you do not need coding experience to start this course. We are going to learn slowly, safely, and in a fun way. No pressure, no confusion, no rushing. Coding is not something scary or difficult. Coding actually starts with thinking, imagination, and curiosity, and the kids are already great at that. So, who is this course really for? First, it is for curious kids who love stories, games, cartoons, superheroes, robots, and technology. Secondly, it is for complete beginners. Even if a child has never written a single line of code before, that's perfectly okay. And finally, this course is also designed for parents who want structured, meaningful learning, not random clicking or confusing tools. This course is not about memorizing code. It is about learning how to think in a smart and a logical way. I would like to speak directly to parents for a moment. This course is carefully designed to focus on logic, problem solving, and confidence building. Children are not pushed into complex programming languages at the beginning. We take a very gentle and age appropriate approach. Every concept is explained slowly, clearly, and with real life examples that children understand naturally. All tools used in this course are safe, guided, and strictly for learning purposes. The goal is simple: prepare your child step by step for future coding success without fear and pressure. We also consider that people whose first language is not English, so our space would be slow and in very easy language so everyone can understand it. Let me explain how this course is designed. We don't jump straight into coding. Instead, we start with stories and thinking skills. Then we slowly move into simple instructions, just like telling someone what to do step by step. Only after that do we introduce real coding, and even then, very slowly. Finally, children practice what they learn through small, fun projects. The rule of this course is simple: thinking comes first, coding comes later. So, what exactly will kids learn in this course? They will learn how computers follow instructions. They will learn how to break big problems into small steps, which is very important life skill. They will learn how to think logical and clearly. They will create simple web pages and they will get a gentle introduction to Python, one of the world's most popular programming language. This is not just coding skill, these are lifelong thinking skills that help in school and beyond. Let's look at the big picture of how learning happens in this course. First, we start with stories and logical thinking. Then, we learn how to give step by step instructions. After that, kids experience visual coding using HTML, where they can see instant results. Next come very gentle introduction to Python. And finally, children work on small projects that make them feel proud. Each step prepares the child for the next one. Nothing is random, nothing is rushed. You might wonder, why do we start with stories? The reason is simple. Kids already understand story naturally. Stories teach sequence, what happens first, what happens next, and what happens at the end. Characters make learning fun and engaging, and most importantly, stories remove fear. There is no pressure, no stress, and no feeling of this is too hard. Stories quietly train the brains to think like a programmer without the child even realizing it. When kids work with stories, they start asking powerful questions. What happens first? What happens next? What if something goes wrong? How can we fix it? These questions are exactly the same questions programmers ask. This is how programming logic begins, not with code, but with thinking. By the time kids reach real coding, their brain is already trained. In this course, we move very slowly towards real coding. There is no coding in the beginning. We start with visual coding before text based coding. Every step is small, clear, and explained. Speed is never more important than understanding. Children learn with confidence, not fear, and that makes all the difference. So, what makes this course so special and different? It is designed specifically for young minds. The focus is on thinking, not memorizing commands. Only safe tools are used, and learning is always guided. There is a clear learning path. Children always know where they are and what comes next. This course builds strong foundations, not shortcuts. In the next sections, kids will meet fun characters, robots, and stories. They will play logical thinking games. They will experience their first real coding success. And they will create mini projects they can proudly show to family and friends. Learning here is fun, structured, and exciting. Let's have a little demo. I have just given here a line of code. You can copy it and paste it in your ChatGPT. So, what's happening is here, I'm just going to explain step by step. We are going to use a little bit of Canva. We have a separate course for Canva on Udemy as well. In Canva, basically, children create the stories through ChatGPT and make them in steps. How these steps are followed one another after another, each step, which direction. For example, we have a little puzzle game here. Find the path. This is our student. Let's say his name is Alan, and Alan has a friend, a robot. Let's see if Alan can tell the robot who cannot see how to move throughout this puzzle and find him. So it has to tell him move right 10 steps, then turn downwards, then move another 10 steps, then turn upwards, then move again forward 5 steps, then turn downwards, and so on. This is how they are going to create steps for their program and tell this robot how to find Ellen. And in ChatGPT, we can create such stories, and these stories can be rendered and visualized in Canva. Right here in ChatGPT, we can also write codes. I'm going to just paste it what we copied. Make me an HTML code for 7 colored lines. Just give me code. Okay, it's very simple like that. So when I'm going to do it, it is going to create me a full code of HTML here. It might look little bit scary to the child right now, but don't worry. It's when we are going to create it, it is going to be very fun. I'm just going to copy it from here, and we are going to a HTML editor that is presented by w3schools.com. So I am going to paste it here. I'm just going to delete the rest things and paste the code that we copied. Okay, now I'm going to run it, and you see it has created me 7 colored lines. So these lines are too thin. Let's say I want to increase the height. Here is the height. I want here to be, let's say, 40. Here we have, okay, you can see the colored lines, their height has changed. Let's say instead of the top red one, I want here, let's say, black. I'm just going to write here black and simply run again, and you see the color is changed. So it is very simple. Before we begin, I want every child to remember 3 things. Be curious, don't be afraid of mistakes, and most importantly, enjoy learning. Every great programmer in the world started with a simple step just like this. Let's begin our coding journey together. See you in the next module. Bye bye now.